She carry black heart man, children. I said don't go near him. She carry black heart man, children. Or even lions fear him. She carry black heart man, little children. I said don't go near him. She carry black heart man, children. Or even lions fear him. Growing in a neighborhood for such a long time that is filled with fear. I can't go here, can't go there, and I ain't supposed to go anywhere at all. When I asked my mom if she could let me go out and play like little children do, she said be careful of the stranger, giving candies to children and then take them away. He lives in the gullies of the city. The black heart man, y'all. The black heart man. Even in the lonely parts of the country, black heart man, y'all. The black heart man. He ain't got no friend, no home, no family. He's the black heart man, y'all. That's the black heart man. He is made to live just like a gypsy. He's the black heart man, yeah. Growing and learning and gathering for myself a little more experience, jumping over the fence. Curiosity has brought me, yes, it brought me a little common sense, yeah. Prodding the road of life, I've come to this one conclusion: that everything is equal under the sun. All that is created by the mighty hand, yeah. And he said, knock and it shall be open, seek and ye shall find. Wisdom is found in the simplest of places, in the nick of time. Knock and it shall be open, seek and ye shall find. Wisdom is found in the simplest of places, in the nick of time. Now I trod the same road of addiction, just like the black heart man. Black heart man, getting my share of humiliation, just like the black heart man, y'all. The black heart man. You find me in the prisons or the dungeon, just like the black heart man, yeah. The black heart man. Black heart man, just like the black heart man, y'all. No cross, no crown, no sorrow, no laughter, trial and crosses in the highway. But the heart of the battle is the sweet Jaja victory. Ooh, ancient children used to say, if you want what you know, it's got to run, run, run. How could the world go free? Let Jah bear the cross alone. Them that drink of the old wine have no place for the new, for the new. And the stones that are head of the corner are the same ones that the builders refuse. Hear me when I say now it's the black heart man, children, who become the wonder of the city. Oh, my, yeah, my,
Hey, watch the places you walk and mind the way you talk. Watch out for the vampire who will sneak up in the dark. Watch out for the big time thief who claim say that them smart. They're bringing the crack and the gun to come mash up the youth them heart. Later on red, when you all a look them on a tea bread. I hear an ex you dead. Whoa, later on red, when you all a sick them on a tea bread. I hear an ex you dead. Watch it. The mark of the beast are coming and a sneaking under man feet. A revelation time, check the signs of the time. You're not believe. And you see the youth they leg out the street and you know say things now go sweet. Man a hustle, man a shuffle, hungry belly they a yard can't find food to eat. Later on red, where they all a look down on a tea bread. I hear an yes you dead. Whoa, yeah. Later on red, where they all a stick down on a tea bread. I hear an yes you dead. It don't even make no sense you tell the man them put down the gun. Back and turn your back and let the life calm down. These are the time we should have some fun. Give thanks to Jack as the man soon come. It don't make no sense you tell the man them left the politics. Back and turn your back and let the man get tricked. Mama, later on red. When you all a look down on a TV, I hear an ex you dead. Whoa, yeah. Later on red. When you all a stick down on a TV, I hear an ex you dead. Yeah. Hey, watch the places you walk and mind the way you talk. Watch out for the vampire who will sneak up in the dark. Watch out for the big time crook who claim say that them smart. But I bring in the crack and the gun to come mash up the youth them heart. Later on red, when you all a look them on a TV. I hear an ex you dead. Whoa, later on red, when you all a look them on a TV. I hear an ex you dead. Yeah. Later on red. Mama, 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 mama. I hear an ex you dead. Yeah. Later on red. When you all a look them on a TV.
Weehaw! Trolls are us, yeah!
Trolls are us. Do you have an internet troll problem? Well, we can help. Just search for trollsrus.com. We will send all kinds of trolls to the party that is trolling you. Just listen to our best customer.
when I was getting trolled hard by a group of trolls, and I said to myself, there's got to be some truth to what these guys are saying. It's got to be. And so it was at that time I started really replaying and listening to myself in the car, wherever I was. And I thought, I'm a pompous bitch.
Go to Trolls R Us today and take care of your problems in our snarky fashion. That's TrollsRUs.com.
Yeehaw! Trolls R Us!
Na 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 na. Yeah. La 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 la. How you doing? Burning marijuana upon me corner. You keep me calm. You make me smarter. Burning on the highway. It's the highest grade. Get into my head. Marijuana upon me corner. You keep me calm. You make me smarter. Burning on the highway. It's the highest grade. Get into my head. At times I bake it, sometimes I'll steam it. I give it to some of my brethren and my sister who use it. It's the king of the forest, Babylon, they don't like it. They chop it up, they heap it up, and then they destroy it. You see, they stick you up, they lock you up, they take it for a crime. When it's the healing of the nation, bet you never know. The healing of the nation. Why? Marijuana, put me calm. You keep me calm. You make me smarter. Burning on the highway. It's the highest grade. Get into my head. Marijuana, put me corner. You keep me calm. You make me smarter. Burning on the highway. It's the highest grade. Get into my head. You think I'm joking or it's what I'm smoking? I tell my friend it, I saw it and it touch up like a token. Oh, the pastor man, them smoke it and them said that it's the real. Oh, yes, I try, I bring a song about it, I will sing. Yeah, marijuana from the corner. You keep me calmer, it make me smarter. Burning on the highway, it's the highest grade. Get into my head. Marijuana from the corner. You keep me calmer, you make me smarter. Burning on the highway, it's the highest grade. Get into my head. At times I'll steam it, sometimes I'll bake it. I give it to some of my brethren and my sister who use it. It's the king of the forest, Babylon, they don't like it. They heap it up, they chop it up, and then they destroy it. They stick you up, they lock you up, and take it for a crime. But it's the healing of the nation, but you never know. Healing of the nation. Why? Marijuana from the corner. Keep me calmer, make me smarter. Burning on the highway, it's the highest grade. It's getting to my head. Marijuana from the corner. Keep me calmer, make me smarter. I'm burning on the highway, it's the highest grade. It's getting to my head. Marijuana from the corner. Keep me calmer, make me smarter. Burning on the highway.
Hey, go for us. Go home, no. Hello, friends. Are you tired, run down, listless? Do you poop out at parties? Well, the answer to all your problems is in this little bottle. Yes, Vita Vegemin. Yes, my friends, you can spoon your way into health. All you do is take just a little spoonful after every meal. Now, you take it, okay. Yes, and
Take it.
and then she just, has all the facial laughing and I'll get to the. So, I forget. I just don't know.
I don't know either.
I forget.
I
I
can't
could
help
play
it.
it for you. Would you like me to? Oh,
No,
just
that's good. You did
delete
awesome.
that.
Maybe I'll bring it up here after the break. We'll find that. But
Well, when she does it drunk, like after the fourth time, I can do that. Like, okay, she's done like, and every spoonful's like a shot.
she's got to
whiskey.
be drunk in order for you to do it. So Lucille Ball has to be drunk, and then you can do
No,
it.
but I'm saying I could mimic her like fifth time doing it. Do you mind doing it one more time? No, I don't mind at all. And she just slobbered drunk.
Okay.
Well, hello, friends. I'm your Vita Van girl.
Yeah, I remember it.
Are you
I
tired,
remember it.
run down, listless? Do you pop out at parties? Are you unpopular?
Hey, she wasn't supposed to say poop out a potty, was she?
Popular, well, it's versa. She, instead of, do you pop out at parties? Are you unpopular? And she said, do you
Poop on a potty.
poop out at parties? Are you unpopular? She said, do you pop out at parties? Are you unpopular?
And did you poop on the potty, or you?
Well, the answer to all your, and she's slapping the bottle like a bottle of whiskey. Answer to all your trouble. This been lotto.
Okay, I'm gonna do something.
Please delete.
You
this
want to
song.
hear? You want to hear the Wolfman original?
Yes.
The song called Jasmine Flower I wrote for my daughter. This is good.
This one's really good. It's my second favorite.
How old's your daughter?
24 now.
Cool.
She's a grown woman.
Yeah, when she hears this, it makes her cry. It's a good song. I'll
It's
play
a
it
very
for you.
good song.
Check it out. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put some echo on my voice like that, so it sounds like I'm singing in a big stadium. We're in a stadium now. All right. All right, Wolfman original.
Wolfman, have you ever thought about just going acoustic with the guitar, singing that? I think that would be better. It is good though. I love the bongos and how it is.
A lot of these songs that are old, I have to actually go and relearn the chords that I was playing on them. I don't even remember anymore.
I think you should relearn that one and redo it with your new mic and everything. That's a great song. It's got a great melody. It's great. I'd love to hear it kind of like the Fifth Dimension song, kind of in that vein. Yeah. I think it'd be really good.
Going on right now.
I don't know.
Okay, there we go.
Well, introduce your neighbor that you pulled out of bed at 4:06 in the morning.
Well, I was just awake, watching some movies, enjoying my weekend before I go back to work. It's all good. How you guys
So what's your name? No.
Can you say your name, sir?
Patrick.
Wolf was saying that you remember experiences when you were 3 years old. And I'm curious also, do you still have experiences?
What about you guys?
I had an experience about 3 months ago, and I actually videotaped it, and I posted it on Twitter last night.
That's just recently. I must see that.
Awakening Man. I posted under the F2B hashtag a video that I shot where something that was in the sky that was not an airplane was moving.
Light color.
Like and it vanished after 45 seconds. It just vanished.
What color was it?
It was at night. It was just a light, an orb, whatever you want to call it. It was in the sky.
Patrick's not familiar with all this paranormal talk show stuff. He's just an experiencer, and he really hasn't heard any shows like Coast to Coast. He doesn't know anything about it.
All right. Well, you tell. I'll shut up and you talk.
No, but I heard what you said. It makes bright lights.
Well, it was one light in the sky.
What color was it?
Well, okay. I'll tell the story real quickly. July 7th of this year, not too long ago, I went outside. I live in a 2-bedroom house. I went outside to my truck to get something out of the truck. Right. And I was in the driveway, and I was looking and just happened to see in the sky a very bright light. It was kind of yellowish, orange, but and I know based on how big it was and how it wasn't super close. I would say it was probably 2 to 3 miles away, but it was so big that I knew it was bigger than a plane. It was not a helicopter. It was not moving. It was just hovering. And obviously it wasn't a Chinese lantern. It was just way too big. But what was freaky about it is it wasn't one shape. It was kind of like morphing and changing shapes. Right. But it wasn't real obvious. It was very subtle.
So you could see it changing shape at night.
It was changing shapes, kind of like it wasn't just a solid color shape. Whatever it was kind of looked like it was changing. So I looked at it for probably close to 2 minutes, and then I thought in my mind, I've got to take a picture. I've got to videotape this so I could show people what I'm seeing right now. So I started to walk up the stairs, and I'm thinking I don't want to take my eyes off this because I just don't want to miss what could happen. Yeah. So I had to take my eyes off it because I had to walk up the stairs to go into my room and get my iPad so I can go up to the window and video this. So it was probably 6 or 7 seconds. I went upstairs, grabbed my iPad, went to the window, and it was gone. So whatever it was, it just was gone.
Oh, were you by yourself or you with a pet? You have a dog?
No dog. No.
So what about you when you were younger?
That was the only time in my life that I ever remember seeing anything in the sky that I could say was not an airplane or a helicopter or anything. It just was too unusual. So check this out. So here's what happened. Yeah. So a few months later, I lay in my bed and I look out the window and I could see the area where this was from my bedroom window. And when I'm talking on the phone or I'm listening to the radio, I'm looking out the window. I have not seen anything in that part of the sky since that time, except
Eric,
Yeah.
he hasn't got much time. So
Okay, I'll let him go.
let's
Let him tell a
right
story.
To his story. Let's go right to his story. And when he was 3 years old, and about the bright white light. Okay, Pat?
Yes, sir. Well, I understand what you see. A lot of people seen what you've seen. It's all a matter of the right place, right time. I guess that's the only option I could see that. Well, if you want to hear a quick story from my side, if you're ready for that.
Absolutely.
The real experience of all this knowledge of people saying of, going into craft and all that stuff, it's really, they're just making it up, to be honest. But when you're really there, you're being treated like the best, facility, you're ever gonna get. And you don't even notice that. And they I don't think they would want to put any violence or anything to harm you. They're trying to see how human grown from history since they maybe dropped our seed down on earth. Something like that, right? But what I go through, it was just a nice bright light, so it's like in heaven. It was just like a floating into this, I guess, a craft, which it doesn't look dirty. It just bright, and they make sure that you don't see their face and being scared, right? So. But I remembered that I was dropped off on the road, and my father was looking for me because my brother went back and tried to get my father to come get me because he thought I was lost. Because there was a thunderstorm going on, and it wasn't, I don't blame the thunderstorm. I didn't get shocked or anything. But it was just something that, it was a bright light, for sure. It didn't hurt me. It just feels like a spotlight hitting you. That's it. And then, go through this zone. And suddenly, I ended up in my dad's vehicle, and I asked him what happened. So we pick you up on the road. So I have to kept that to myself, and I didn't know what was extraterrestrial back then. I was like 3 years old.
So you had to keep that to yourself, you said?
Yeah, because I didn't know how to explain it when I was 2.5 years old, right? But it gives me that memory that I kept it to myself, and they expect that because they put that like an upgrade of DNA for a human being to do good, to remember good, no matter what kind of damage that you're putting into your body, your system, your life, right? There's always a cure for things, and that's what I learned. So
okay.
I was a really I think I could have been a perfect person right after that happened, but I destroyed myself because I was confused.
Consciously, after you were 3, you began to know that you were destroying yourself?
No, like, I was doing good. Like, I was perfect, playing soccer, going good school, you know, earn my things. Like, you know, I work for my earnings. And, but then when I like hit 15, 14, I was getting too, like futuristic thoughts that just came to my mind because I thought about that time. And I, you know what? I never told anyone in my family.
Are you Native American?
I am Canadian citizen.
Do you have Indian blood?
No, I'm not a mix. Chinese, Vietnamese, and
interesting.
That's
How long have you lived in Canada?
36 years now. I just turned 41.
So do you still have experiences, even like in the last few years, or you just remember that one time?
What they do was they will send a pass away person that will guide me, which is my godmother that passed away. So I think of her, and she would tell me to be aware of bad things that's gonna come out.
I think Wolfman's playing music but doesn't realize he's not muted.
Oh, I love the way he plays music. It's always like warming my feelings, you know. But you know how everyone's trying to say all this stuff on TV, this say this, and you know, eyes are just big and all that stuff, you know. Like, if they see that kind of stuff, then they would be afraid of someone who's trying to help them, you know, who's trying to fix them.
Right.
So I don't know why would they say, like, you know, the description. Obviously, everyone's have the same story, right? Going
What
in
was that?
there and all that stuff. Like when you watch shows, how everybody tells their stories. You describe all these things, which
For the fathers and grays, you've got to find a new way. It's the end of days. End of days radio. You don't have to feel so alone.
It's almost Bowie-esque.
yeah. So you guys are in probably in like 45, 50s or what? Yeah, his age, if I don't mind if I ask.
Do you have
Go ahead,
any older brothers or sisters?
Yeah, I'm the second youngest. I have 9 in the family. My sister passed away.
Have any of your siblings ever discussed anything that they might have experienced, or have you discussed with them what you experienced?
You saw me a different person. And I think they kept a secret that my godmother could be my real mother. And they just took me into the family, so I'm like, what do you call this? Bringing it to a family, but have the same father.
Adopted?
Yeah, like same father, but different mother. So I was just a little bit confused. don't think they're never gonna tell me that what is the truth or not, right? Because I think it would hurt like everybody a lot.
Well, thank you for sharing your story with us.
Yeah, no, not a problem. Just like you know, it's my age right now. I don't have much to really, you know, to be embarrassed of.
No, not. I mean, not at all. There never really was a reason, but it's not something that people can really deal with hearing about because they don't want to accept that something like that might be real.
Okay, Wolfman's gonna jump in for a bit. I'm just gonna have to do my job, my tears.
Go to work.
You said.
Good job, Passion. Yeah, I like the way you said that.
Hey guys, thanks a lot
Yeah.
for Passion and Eric. Thank you so much for coming on, and Michael. I guess we're gonna wrap it up right now.
Good deal.
I'll throw this on tomorrow's show at the start of tomorrow's show. I'll edit this in this little bit with this guy because it was cool, eh?
Yeah, it was awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. As soon as this shows up, just go ahead and tweet it at me too.
All right, I will. All right, and then if you want to come back on in tomorrow night, you're welcome to.
Okay. Yeah. I would be into it. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, but you know, I'll try to tune in. But yeah, that'll be cool. I'll come back on.
Oh,
again,
Passion!
definitely.
You know, I gotta say, the women in the audience are like really happy that you're on because it's a female voice, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
They're very happy that there's another female voice out there, especially Athena. She's like, oh my God, thank you. There's another female voice out there. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's cool. You know, I will check out the show that you guys were talking about that she was on, so I can hear what that was like, and then maybe I'll get to talk to her one night.
Yeah.
Well, she's at Athena, the Theologians of Orion is her Twitter.
Oh, okay. I've seen her all over the place then.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's all over DM Talk and everything there.
Okay, gang. Well, hey, it was awesome. I'm gonna go to sleep. It was awesome.
Anyway.
Thank you for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice chatting. Definitely.
Okay. All right. Good night.
I'll put on a nice Canadian song. It's called "Clean the Fucking Ice." It's about hockey. I think the Zamboni guy goes crazy and starts cutting people's heads off with his razor sharp hockey stick or something. Yeah, that's one of my weird tunes. That's what we're going to listen to finish this one. Why not? Hey? Okay. What do you guys think?
Okay. You stopped recording, right?
No, it's recording right now, and here we go. It's Clean the Fucking Ice. And now we are off the air, and thanks for listening, everybody. We love you. Right on, Monster Castle Paranormal. Yeah, thank you very much, everybody.
It was under the spotlight. You wish you only knew. He had mental problems. He was really weird. He was never quite happy till the ice was cleared. And it cleaned the fucking ice, make it clear like a knife. Clean the fucking ice. Decapitation is really nice. Clean the fucking ice. With a
KTLK Network, thefridge.fm. This is the news. And this is your morning news with Mr. Kurt Green.
What's up?
All right. Can you dig it? You got some news, Kurt.
Not quite paranormal, but 11/22/63. Crowds of excited people lined the streets and waved to the Kennedys. The car turned off Main Street at DD Plaza around 12:30 p.m. and was passing the Texas School Book Depository. Gunfire suddenly reverberated in the plaza. Bullets struck the president's neck and head, and he slumped over toward Mrs. Kennedy. The governor was also hit in the chest. The car sped off to Parkland Memorial Hospital, just a few minutes away, but little could be done for the president. A Catholic priest was summoned to administer the last rites, and at 1:00 p.m., John F. Kennedy was pronounced dead. Though seriously wounded, Governor Connolly would recover. The president's body was brought to Love Field and placed on Air Force One before the plane took off. A grim-faced Lyndon B. Johnson stood in the crowded compartment. Stood in the tight, crowded compartment and took the oath of office administered by U.S. District Attorney Judge Sarah Hughes. The brief ceremony took place about 2:38 p.m. Less than an hour earlier, police had arrested Lee Harvey Oswald, recently hired employee of the Texas School Book Depository. He didn't do it, by the way. and he was being held for the assassination of President Kennedy and the fatal shooting shortly afterward of Patrolman J.D. Tippit on a Dallas street. Last paragraph. On Sunday morning, November 24th, Oswald was scheduled to be transferred from police headquarters to the county jail. Viewers across America watching the live television coverage suddenly saw a man aim a pistol and fire a point-blank range. The assailant was Jack Ruby, a local nightclub owner. Oswald died 2 hours later.
And I remember that. It was, somebody just wrote a book